So now we're back with the digital tools that are at your disposal to perform color analysis one-on-one, virtually in groups, however you want to do this. So there's a couple of really great things. The first thing is there's a workbook. We've got the Cool Warm cards, which you can download and you can send to your client. You can print it off and send to them, or they can use it on their phone. We've got the Color DNA client quiz. And when you click this, it's going to ask you to make a copy. What this will do is it'll transfer it to your Google Drive. And so when people answer the questions, you'll get a copy of it, not me. So you definitely want to make a copy there. Then we have the cool and the warm and the cool guides. And I am giving you an editable content. So I am really giving you guys a lot and trusting you a lot. One of the things that I would ask is that you don't take all of this and go start training people in color analysis, because I want to give you the very best for your business. And I feel like it needs to be editable. So we'll just look at the warm. And this is going to ask you, this requires a Canva account, which you can get a free Canva account. It doesn't cost you anything. Mine says view template or edit because they know it's me, but you're going to edit. You're going to view the template because it's all it's going to let you do. Open in editor. And then this is going to save a copy to your Canva account. So we've got little warm welcome screen. This is what I send to my clients. And you can send this one of two ways. You can send it as a PNG, which they can just keep on their phone, and then they can refer to it. Or you can send it as a PDF, which keeps it as a booklet, a PNG file, or a JPEG. It's going to send them 5 separate pages. What they really are interested in is the color swatch pages. And I will say, I need to put a little note in our classroom. If you send it as a PDF, you want to send it as shareable. If you send it as a printable, that means commercial printing. And this really isn't designed for commercial printing because this is a digital program. So they've got a welcome screen. They have a little guide, the color wheel again. Welcome to the Warm Family Guide. Here's the characteristics of your skin, how to use your color guide. And this is a little bit about wardrobe. And let me see if I can make that bigger. Saying that these aren't the only 20 colors in the world that you can use. You're just looking for harmony, and you can pull your phone out when you're shopping and you can compare it. And if it harmonizes with it, it's going to be a great color. In general, we're telling people to avoid cool pastels or jewel tones because we're warm, so we don't want them in deep purple or anything like that. So it just gives them a few little tips on how to use the tool that you have given them. You are welcome to change this. That's why I've given it to you in an editable format so that you can make it your own. And then we've got 20, I call these seasonal classics. I mean, these are always great colors. And so for warms, we have a tomato red versus a Christmas red. It's just a little to the yellow side of that. So we're going to see a daffodil and a spring yellow. And again, these are those people who are on the warm side. Their eyebrows are nearly invisible. They have some kind of warmth naturally to their hair. So here's their 20 tried and true all the time. And then every 6 months, I update this, and you can get the update for a nominal fee, what the hot trends are. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Pantone, but the folks at Pantone, they determine what the cool colors are for cosmetics, clothing, cars, interior paint. It all follows a trend, and there's always a big um, reveal that they do and a story behind how they picked the colors for this particular season. I didn't include that, but I'm happy to send it to you if you're interested. And so this is divided into, so this is for fall 2025, which is what we're going into. I mean, it's July, so pretty much summer's over. So I did fall 2025. And so I divided that into 2 separate sections, cool and warm. So this is the warm guide. You'll direct your people to the warm colors. And so in addition to the 20 timeless classics that we've given them, here's an additional 8 that are going to see in retail that they're going to see in clothing, that they're going to see in cosmetics, they're going to see the stars wear. And this is an easy update if you're dealing in clothing. This is an easy update where they can pick one of these colors. Like, I'm so envious of this salted lime, but it's a little too yellow, but a little to the blue, and I can get away with it. In cosmetics, the same thing. We're going to see really tawny shades like desert sun, brandied melon, that poppy red. And so this is just a little extra information that you can give them that's going to serve them and help round out, because some people feel very confined by 20 colors. And again, it's not 20 colors. It's anything that harmonizes with conch, a desert flower, the tomato red, any yellow that they can find is going to work for them. But so this just kind of keeps them updated and on trend. And depending on what you're doing, that means a lot to people. And there's a cosmetics sheet as well. So if you're in cosmetics, I've done kind of like a general overview. Eyeliner, browns, leafy greens, deep teals. These are going to be great for you. You can go to your website and you can grab whatever that brown liner is, if you're with Mary Kay or whatever, and you can grab that swatch and you can put your actual colors down here and your actual lip colors and the blushes and shadows that you have to offer, and you can put them in there and really, really customize this and make it your own to help you really, if you're marketing a product. The last thing, and this is great for my jewelry friends, is it's going to tell them what jewelry tone looks better on them. And gold looks better on warms. Personality has a lot to do with it. I really like gold because I'm a little bit of a classic, but silver definitely looks better on me than the gold does. So I find myself wearing a lot of silver. And then the cool is much the same, just the opposite. Let me be sure I do it right so I don't mess with the original. And if you ever like mess up your guide here and you can't figure out how to get things back where they were, you can just click the link again and everything is reset if you do something that you're like, oh my God, I don't know how to fix this. But here's the core classics for cools, and the very same DNA, the very same seasonal chart, but we're going to direct our cools to these colors. And then the same thing, you could go in here and you could populate in your makeup shades. You could even, if you're not doing makeup, you could minimize those and you could throw in some of your particular jewelry pieces that are platinum, silver, white gold, or whatever to help your business and help kind of drive that business. All right, the last thing are the cool and warm color palettes. And this is just maybe if you want to double check yourself, or it's just a nice thing for your client to see. So we'll view template here. So these are what the class that we're currently doing is cool or warm. So we have a cool kind of palette array, a color array, and a warm array. And I have just models in there. These are frames. So you can put any picture in here. And I really should have grabbed someone else, but you can pop any picture. All you need to do, I can even do it from photos. Let's say I want to pop here pictures. So I can take her and pop her in there. You see how that works? So you can take your client's picture. You can ask her to send you one that is in good lighting and whatever. You can take one during the Zoom chat and pop that in there. And you can see that these colors don't work with this lady whatsoever. It's just it's very clashy. Can y'all see that? Whereas if I pop her in down here, there's a much more, it's less chaotic of a visual representation, because this is an actual redhead or someone who's perpetrating to be one pretty well. And so this is just an extra thing that you can use if you're confused, or if you want to double check, or something that you can send along to your client to say, hey, and here's your palette for this redhead. We would send her this one. So just a little extra thing, and you can get in here and play around. You can change these colors out. Just click the color. You can search things. You can search Pantones. In 201, we're going to break this out into 4 different seasonal palettes, and 301, we're going to break it out into 12. But that's just something a little extra for you to be able to offer to your client, just to reinforce what you're telling them. And then I will get this uploaded for you guys. There is a PowerPoint. If you want to use a PowerPoint, it's a very simplified version of what I've done for you tonight because you're not training them on color analysis. You're giving them just enough information to know that you're right and to come back for more and send their friends back to you when they're done. So that will be available to you as well. And then all of the modules that we've done, they'll be through here. And then any additional practices that I feel like we really didn't get a good view of, any particular colorings that I feel like we didn't get a good view of, I'm going to post those down there for you. And those are available to you for an unlimited amount of time. So I think that's all about the tech pieces in it. Does anybody have any questions about the tech before we move on?